Okay, now live. Last couple times there's been a little bit of trouble with internet. So, welcome to today's live transmission. We're going to be talking about the people of inner earth. And I hope you have questions in the chat. This will not be the last transmission about inner earth because they're just now making contact with me. Guess what? They don't just want to contact me, they want to make contact with a lot of folks. So I'm going to read you this message that I got every morning. I journal from this gentleman who calls himself Theolus. And he is a spokesperson for many of the societies of inner earth. There's not just one society, and I'm going to go into that a little bit. And there will be a meditation later on to help you connect. If you would like to connect with the people of inner earth, why don't you give me a thumbs up and or put me an amen in the chat. So Theolis, which is spelled Theolis, says we're going to talk about why inner earth, why now, and what can it mean for us surface dwellers. Here's what Theolis has to say. We have been monitoring citizens topside for thousands of years. We have seen a positive shift in consciousness that began occurring about 100 years ago. And you know, some of the old metaphysical writers started about 100 years ago. We have seen this shift grow and grow, branching out from dogmatic religion to more enlightened spirituality. Many of our societies are descendants or immigrants from Atlantis. We have used our technology to survive, to thrive in our underworld realm. We have kept ourselves largely unknown to you as your governments are so hell-bent, and he goes, ha ha, on making war on anything they don't understand. And then Theolis, to me, gives a little chuckle about his reference to hell bent, because he says so many folks assume that hell is underneath the earth somewhere and it's below ground, because we have genetics directly tied to many of you. And if you're even interested in this video, you're very likely very related to these people of inner earth, and you're ready to receive some communication. We were once on equal paths, meaning topside, and those who decided to go underground in lifetimes past, we descended. So, oh shoot, I skipped a page. To grow our society in peace. You stayed surface side, and for a time you were in great spiritual darkness. And you know, we have gone through a time of spiritual darkness and are coming out on the other side now. So they're saying that it won't be a bold communication with governments. It will be a one-on-one communication with people just like you. So I want to, before I do the meditation, I want to talk a little bit about the information that I have so far. And if there are any new questions, when you see me going like that and looking all weirdo, it's because I'm reading the chat. So there are at least 5 societies in inner earth. They're not just one big clumped up together society, according to the information that I have. And the one that I'm most connected to now are the descendants of Atlantis. Now, when they went underground, and Spirit has told me this long ago, that Atlantis didn't just disappear like that. They knew it was coming. Yes, there was some corruption, and there was immigration that went out from Atlantis. It went in and intermingled with many societies on the earth today, the ones that excelled. For instance, the Spartans, the ancient Greeks, in order for them to immigrate and commingle and mate with the humanity at the time, there needed to be a larger cranial cavity. And so, whenever they put their genetics in with the rest of humanity, they excelled in things, either the arts or, like in Sparta, the physical things, different things. Now, the ones who went underground to inner earth, they're telling me right now that there were always societies of inner earth. And they, the ones from Atlantis who are connecting with me, there were already societies there, and that they pretty much welcomed them, but they have their own separate society. Not that they don't, in governmental ways, connect, but mostly they are the ones who are reaching out to us. I like what Miss Coquette has, a nice question, and I'll get back to that, Miss Coquette. So they're desiring to connect, and as a matter of fact, there are 3 wise men or 3 wizards who have come to me collectively and gave me some information about manifesting and the way they use wealth and how we can use those same principles for ourselves. It's a teleseminar. I taught it last weekend, and I'm going to do it again this weekend because the information is so vital and it's such a different point of view. So they've been monitoring us, and they have been ascertaining whether or not our consciousness is ready. Now, knowing that they can't approach government officials, they'll try to start getting some of them and hacking them up, or go in there and kill them. So, or find a way. They have access to all the minerals, veins of gold, all of that, but they brought their technology from Atlantis. They don't have to reinvent it. So I hear somebody thinking, is it real dark down there? No, I've been there. It's in meditation. It's not dark at all. They have found ways to use their technology to actually import in sunlight, import in the influence of the stars. But the meditation we're going to do today is going to be like a gift from humanity back to them. And it will be like a spa day for them. Because the one thing they don't have is the willingness of a human to bring in that sunlight, amplify it through the heart, and stream it down to them on purpose. Now, a large group of them are gathered together today in a crystal cathedral to receive our gift. And I know that you're light workers, or you wouldn't be interested in this. You'd just think this some batshit crazy woman. And you know what? It does seem like that it's mostly just the unusual ones who come to me and ask me to channel information. And I think it's time to connect. Now, before I do the meditation, because I want you to be able to just close your eyes and listen to the sound of my voice, I want to check the questions. Oh, Linda wants to know, are there any particular crystals we can grab? And put your awareness on the crystals within your pineal gland. You already have them. There are crystals within your pineal gland. They're actually piezoelectric and they can emit light. So, and then Miss Coquette has a question. Is there any way these spirits from inner earth can give us some tips on how to maintain our awareness in dreams or to become lucid in them? So this will help you. Once you decide to connect, the one thing that they can give to us, and it's enhanced by connection. Nothing gets done without some action, even if the action is meditation. They have more magnetism. And so when you're connecting and you're giving and receiving, you're giving them, I'm going to teach you how to give them a transmission from the solar and to give them this gift, then they're in turn giving you back the gift of magnetism, which is a stronger gift. As you do this, and as you set the intent that you want to communicate, you can find that you can ask them as you're drifting off to sleep, Miss Coquette, how to enhance my dreams and make them more lucid. It's simply asking, giving, receiving. A specific technique they haven't given me yet. And then Linda, lovely Linda, which I like. Why not be lovely? Do they recommend specific crystals for their different purposes? They haven't recommended that to me yet. They do want me to tell you they're very connected with this guy, Toth. He speaks much. He was the originator of the Emerald Tablets, also incarnated as the great Hermes. And Toth is well quoted with talking to visiting the halls of Amenti to regenerate himself. And so a lot of teaching, a lot of awakening is coming to me just from reading this book. I highly recommend it. It has magical words in it that just open you up. So they haven't given me any recommendation. In the future, I will be doing a live in-person seminar. You have to come to my house. And it's on developing the magic of inner earth and Toth. And Toth has given me a diagram of a special instrument that he wants me to make out of copper and crystal for each participant. But that's not something I would give out because it's so sacred and it needs to be accompanied by the ritual that goes with it. So, Christine wants to know, how do we use the crystals in our pineal gland? Well, they're being used right now to enhance. See, the liquid inside your pineal gland is filled with little crystals, piezoelectric particles. And by focusing on your pineal gland, and especially by passing light through it, you're using to greater effect the crystals in your pineal gland. You're enhancing your radar. The pineal gland to me is like a big antenna. It gives out signals and it also receives signals. So I actually have a very good mini workshop video on YouTube about cleansing and awakening the pineal gland. So my question to you would be, think about the purpose you want to use it for. One thing these people of inner earth are talking to me about is how we misunderstand magic, and how that the true magic is our service to one another. And that is one reason they're coming forward right now, to be of service to us and to give us more information about being in service to one another. It was my idea to ask them, how can we be of service to you? And then I was given this meditation that we're going to do. So, are any more questions that I can answer for you before we go into the meditation? I'll just wait a minute. And I'm so happy to see so many people here. And I do invite you to share this with others that you think might want to know about this. Okay. They're telling me right now, when I do this meditation, to make sure that it's beneficial for you by helping you to charge those crystals within your pineal gland with solar light. So I will be back with you just a moment or two. Okay, Miss Coquette has one more. Go ahead, Miss Coquette, and ask me that. And just doing this whole thing, it may bring up other questions at the end of the transmission. Also, this is going to set you thinking about all kind of things you'd like to know. They will never overdose you, they say. Just because they didn't lose their technology, they didn't lose their wisdom, they're wise enough to stay out of our way. I'm not seeing any other questions, so I'm going to go into the meditation. I ask you, in respect, refrain from being on Facebook right now. Refrain from checking your email. Will you be fully present with me as I guide you? And if you're not able to be fully present right now, you can come back and watch this portion of the video. You'll start it at about 18 minutes. So close your eyes. And just relax. For this space and time, there's nothing that you need to do except relax. Listen to the sound of my voice. Call in all your own angels and guides. The one very important thing the people of Inner Earth want you to know is that you should always, always honor your free will. Never allow any being, whether they say they are of the light or not, to give you orders or to ask you to do anything against your free will. So as you relax your feet, you're fully protected. You're fully loved. Relax your legs. Just let go of all that tension. Relax your hips. Relax all the muscles in your back. Oh, relax your shoulders and your neck. Relax your head. Relax the muscles in your face, even your arms and your hands. Relax. You're loved and you're protected. And now imagine that you're outside. Your feet are bare. The sun is warm on your face. The sun is high in the sky. even the gravity of the moon. This is being recorded on almost a full moon. It's so strong. You feel strong. And you're about to do an act of service for your long lost cousins. This is benevolent giving, for you are a light worker. Have your legs slightly apart. And from your crown, you're taking in the sun's rays. Just imagine that the sun is concentrating beautiful, warm light rays of every spectrum of color into your crown. This moves into your pineal gland. And the little crystals in your pineal gland start to respond to that warmth and to that light. It's as if they're pushing up against to get more warmth. It's as if they're turning themselves over and over, like when you're sunbathing on the beach, so that the sun's light can touch every facet of these little crystals. They begin to vibrate and glow brighter. And this process continues. It feels good. You might even feel little electrical sparks going throughout your cranial cavity. And now you bring this light forward to your pituitary gland. And it begins to hum and vibrate. And don't worry, your pineal gland does not go dark. It retains a constant stream of the sun's light. And now your pituitary is being stimulated in a positive way. It's as if you can even feel that feel-good hormone, oxytocin. Woo! Feeling love, feeling love. And now that light streams down to your heart, to the holiest of holies. You know, there's a beautiful jewel within your heart, and it illuminates your heart. It sends reflections to your heart's desires, strengthening those, letting you know this is right and good. Holding that energy in your heart for a while. You've made the connection from the sun to the crown, to the pineal gland, to the pituitary gland, and it passed all throughout your cranial cavity, down to your heart. And just feel love for anything. Feel the love you feel for a person, a pet, nature, the water. Allow yourself to be in the love, releasing all feelings of guilt about anything. You are being a being of service right now. You are giving a gift that can only be given by you, because even though many people are doing this meditation and will continue, you have your own vibrational signature that makes this so special. You have your own genetic connection to these relatives of yours, of inner earth, who are longing to connect with you. And now, being full of love, full of this rays amplified by our sun, put your awareness on a great cathedral inside inner earth. It is not dark. The cathedral glows softly from the light of thousands of crystals. There is an enormous crystal that is like the mother crystal that begins to receive your transmission of light, receiving your transmission of your love signature, even though you don't know these people, but the love that you have for self, for your pets, for Mother Earth, it transcends time and space, and it pours down into this main crystal, the mother crystal, within this cathedral. This amplifies the power thousands and thousands and thousands of times. And now imagine, in perfect silence and harmony, there are thousands and thousands of beings of inner earth sitting around this main crystal with their palms outstretched. The crystal reflects the amplified energy of love that you have sent. Not just love, but a direct transmission of solar energy. Yes, they have ways to get solar energy, but the most precious way is through the intention and love of a human heart. And they're sitting there basking in this gift that has never been given. You are the pioneers. You are the first. And as you just allow this to continue, they collectively send a wave of magnetism and love back up to you. It comes up through the soles of your feet. You feel the soles of your feet tingling with the vibrations of love. And you feel stronger. You feel like you can focus better. That energy of magnetism rises up through your body, up through your heart, magnifying the love, and then up to your pituitary gland, and then into your pineal. And it's if you can hear this sound, like a bell is ringing, calling you to awaken, my beloved, calling you to remember. Calling you to be that magical person that you truly are, and letting it be easy. Letting it be easy. So take a deep breath in and out. Thank you for your service to the inhabitants of inner earth. Anchor, lock, and seal this healing transmission on all levels and all layers for the absolute highest good of all. And so it is. Namaste. Namaste. Now I'm going to just take a few more moments. I'm going to recommend this book to you. It's called A Compendium of the Emerald Tablets. I'll put the name in the link below. You have to get it on Amazon.com. And it's going to awaken things within you. It will mean different things to different people. It doesn't speak specifically about the people of inner earth. It does in a roundabout way. However, it will awaken you. There are sacred words in there that have almost never been spoken, and they're not in English. The Emerald Tablets are over 36,000 years old. So, thank you all for being here. I will also, in the link below, I'll put a link to the deeper wisdom from the wise men of inner earth that I'm going to be teaching this weekend. Read about it. If you're ready for deeper, come and join us. Feel free to leave comments about more questions you'd love to hear about with the people of inner earth, and be open. Oh, I missed a question from Miss Coquette. How can we charge, for example, an object in order to amplify our house energy, our space energy where we practice? That you can just do from your own heart. If you are a channel, you can channel in the guidance from people of inner earth. They're telling me you don't need their guidance on that. You already have the power within you, and that's one thing they're going to be talking about a lot. You already have the power within you to pray over an object and charge it with beneficial energy. If you simply ask the question to spirit, and when I say spirit, I don't necessarily mean outside of yourself. The spirit within is the most important one. When you ask a question of your spirit and just pay attention to the guidance that comes from you, for you, that's the most important thing you can do. It's time for us to awaken, be the magic that we already be. So, will you do me one favor? And that is, will you share this video with others who are interested in the people of inner earth? And use your wisdom. Don't share it with people who are going to laugh at you. I love you. I desire for you to be honored. If you're not already a subscriber, subscribe right now and tap that little bell. And then you'll know whenever I'm going to live stream or upload a video. Thank you so much. I'm Rebecca, and it's been my honor to be with you.